Everybody, so last week I did part one of my Kraven's Last Hunt review. We're going to keep going with that today. Ended up having the day off. I thought I was going to be off tomorrow, which would have been cool because I could have gone to the shop and got my new books, but I'm going to be off again Thursday, so it's whatever. So I don't have any new stuff. I did get a package that I purchased from Notawag, and I'll leave a link to his channel down below. He was selling some Teen Titan books. It was an awesome deal. I was going to pass it up. I'm not sure if I talked about this already, but I got a big old box of Teen Titans. Yeah, that might be another video. But today we're going to talk about part 2 of Kraven's Last Hunt. Showed up in Amazing Spider-Man 293. This is probably my favorite cover out of the series. This Mike Zeck stuff is just amazing. I remember the first time I saw this, I was like, holy shit, look at this. I don't think I said holy shit, because I was probably with my dad, and I was 11. So yeah, I doubt I said holy shit. But anyway, let's put this bad boy over here and get to it. So, back to the trade. Get this awesome. This is not showing up very well at all. It looks a lot better in person. But you get this awesome Mike Zeck sketch. They put his face like right in the crease. It's kind of a shame. But these awesome pencils of Mike Zeck. I mean, Bob McLeod's inks were amazing on this anyway, but it's just kind of cool to see sketches, or the pencils. So moving on. This is kind of the characterization issue of the run, the arc, whatever you want to call it. We last left off, and Kraven had just put Spider-Man in the ground after he shot him. Did I mention I was going to do spoilers in this? Cool. Out of the 6 issues, this is probably my second or third favorite. It's probably got some of the strongest art, I think, but let's just get to it. So, here it is. Spider-Man's tombstone, stormy night, very 1940s Universal monsters, and then we see Kraven dressed up as Spider-Man, laughing about what he just did. Not like a maniacal laugh. I think it's more of like a satisfaction, job well done. And then we cut to our introduction of our other antagonist in this little storyline. And that would be this not so handsome fellow right here, Vermin. And the interesting thing about this, why Vermin is in this book, I think, well, there's a couple reasons, but it's Spider-Man wasn't really willing to take steps to deal with Vermin, and Kraven has no qualms about crossing that line, at least in this arc. I mean, he's kind of lost it a little bit, so he's going to go places and do things that aren't really typical in most of your comic books. Like some of the other Kraven stories I have, he just kind of, beats up whoever for a little bit, and then he gets his ass kicked, and then it's over. But, I mean, he crosses the line on this a lot. So, we are introduced to Vermin, and then we cut back to Mary Jane, who's kind of, hey, where'd Peter go? It's crappy out. It's, she's worried about him, obviously. She sees this little rat running around her apartment. She's like, that's disgusting. Kills it with a shoe, and is grossed out. So, if you look at the rat as a metaphor for Kraven, and you look at Mary Jane as a metaphor for Peter Parker, it's kind of like he's not going to be able to do this, and if he did do this, he would hate himself about it. It's not something. It's not a line that he's going to cross. So I think the way that they illustrated that and the writing on here that kind of inferred that, unless I'm just reading way too much into this, I thought that was really cool. It's a nice little 2-page spread here, or not spread, but 2 pages where it's all set up. You have the introduction of Kraven, or Vermin, excuse me, and this guy's clearly insane. He just pulled this lady down into the sewer and is going to eat her. And then you cut to Mary Jane, who's worried about Peter. So then we get to Black Spider-Man clad Vermin doing his thing in the city, playing the part of Spider-Man. And then an interesting little Easter egg here. You have a rat on Peter's grave. So Vermin has donned the Spider-Man costume, is going through the steps living as Spider-Man. In his head, his metamorphosis isn't complete yet. He needs to consume the spider to become the spider. So he goes through a couple rituals involving hallucinogenics and spiders to become more of the spider. We go back to Vermin, finds a newspaper clipping with Spider-Man on it. He recounts back to when Spider-Man and Captain America beat the crap out of him. He freaks out. He runs. Look at this art. There's not a lot of people that can pull off rain. Mike Zeck is definitely one of those people. So we're just kind of illustrating again that Vermin is sociopath. Oh, I wouldn't say he was a sociopath. I think he's just, oh, he's crazy. But he's crazy. In this, he's crazy. We cut back to Mary Jane, who got tired of waiting for Peter, so she's out looking for him again in this beautifully rendered rain. Comes across a couple scumbags, makes some lewd comments about her. And there's the rat again in Peter's grave. Excuse me. Go back to Kraven, still overcoming his feeling of inadequacy about beating Spider-Man. Kraven finally succumbs to his fear of being overwhelmed by Spider-Man. A spider shows up at the grave of Peter Parker. The rat runs away. What do they call that? A non-linear plot device? This is seriously some of the best comic writing. Go back to Mary Jane. Still looking for Peter. Probably not the best part of town. Gets attacked by the 2 scumbags. They pin her up to the wall. She's worried. She sees something that makes her smile. It's Spider-Man. She doesn't know it's not Spider-Man. She thinks it's Spider-Man. Kraven doesn't know who Mary Jane is. He's just playing the part. He's going to save the cute redhead. Fight ensues. Kraven beats down these 2 thugs. Probably a little bit more viciously than he normally would if he were actually Spider-Man. Right in front of Mary Jane. She's terrified. This is her husband. Or is it? I think at this point she has doubts. Even right here. That wasn't Peter. Kraven, clad in the black suit, runs away. Vermin climbs out of the sewer. The spider is climbing higher up the tombstone. This will all make sense. And that, my friends, is the issue, or the end of issue 293 of Amazing Spider-Man. amazing, amazing, amazing. So yeah, a friend of mine at work subscribed to me, and he watched these Kraven videos, and he's like, I gotta read that trade. So I'm probably gonna take this into him tomorrow. So I'm not sure when I'm gonna get it back, and that's fine. I mean, you know, he can take as long as he wants to reading it, but I will get back and do the rest of these hopefully here in the next couple of weeks, or maybe at least the next one in the next couple of weeks. But the next issue, issue 3, which I do believe is, sorry, it's right here. Yeah. Descent in Peter Parker's Spectacular Spider-Man 131. This is probably my favorite issue out of the whole story arc. This is amazing. Or spectacular, however you want to describe it. Okay. Yeah. So, thanks for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying these videos. If you've read this and you think I'm on the right track with some of the stuff that I'm kind of reading into, let me know. If you haven't read it, I hope you pick it up. I know there's just so much good stuff out there, but this is worth picking up if you're a fan of story or Spider-Man or Kraven or gorgeous art or amazing writing or comic books in general. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll leave a link down to Notawog's channel. I think he's pretty new, but yeah. So go over and check out his vids and subscribe if you're interested. He's a pretty cool dude. So thanks for watching. You guys have a nice day.